Hey guys, what's up? Just getting cleaned up a little with some Palo Santo. It's been a couple days. I have actually been very sick. Get some for y'all. Um, don't know how, but I ended up with a double ear infection. So I was like, this ear was completely blocked, and I was just like, getting a lot of like ringing and a lot of stuff kind of going on there. So I took a little bit of a break, but I'm back and we're going to see who the message is going to be for. And then we're going to go. I hope you guys been doing good. Weather's been not that great here in Cleveland. It's been like raining in the like 50s. So the nice weather's definitely gone. So, but I'm sure we'll see it again. Oh, we're just gonna pick a sign, so we don't need to shuffle too much. Here we go. Okay, that one had 2, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Let's get another one. Got Queen of Pentacles, so it looks like somebody's doing good. Capricorn. So it's gonna be a Capricorn reading. So we've got 3 Pentacles here. So this is about kind of working together. We got Queen of Pentacles, which is like a homebody, a person who makes money, caring, confident. Then we got the 2 of Pentacles, which is kind of like juggling, right? Trying to make a decision, going back and forth on a matter. Basically just like juggling, whether it has to do with money. It could be like kind of in a tough financial position right now, so you kind of gotta juggle a little bit on the finances, or it could have to do with relationships, work, just basically like trying to find balance, trying to make a choice, right? So we're gonna use the Modern Witch deck. Haven't used this in a little bit, and we're gonna see what she has to say for you Capricorns. Ooh, and one stayed behind. Let's see who you are. The real ones. The real ones. So a lot of importance being drawn to like going into your path, making the choice of what your path is and moving forward with that choice. Okay, still gonna shuffle these. I don't know. I always see people kind of like shuffling this way, but I don't feel like it's as effective. Maybe I'm just not doing it the right way. My cards are so stiff. We still got her at the bottom. Oh, 4 of Wands popped out. We're not ready for that yet, definitely. But it does show that, things are getting better. Where you're seeing you're going from the 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands, right? Going from knowing where you want to go and heading there to actually finding the balance and stability where you're trying to go. So let's keep going. I can't remember if I... Okay. We got King of Pentacles at the bottom. Let's see. Ooh. Saw Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn energies. What do they need to know today, right now? What do they need to know? Ooh. 2 of Wands. This is about action. Because every card that has come out has been a wand. And wands are about work and about action, about moving and doing things within this reality, in this physical reality, right? So far, we've seen the 2, the 3, and the 4 of Wands, right? So that's 9 wands. So right now you might be feeling burdened. And maybe that's making it very difficult for you to find this Two of Wands, right? Because the Two of Wands is all about making a decision on what path you want to head to. See, she's kind of looking out. She's got her phone in her hand. You know what I mean? She's got one hand on that wand. So it's kind of like, I'm ready, looking out, trying to choose between these two paths. King of Pentacles on the bottom. So I feel like this is about finding financial stability, right? Because the King of Wands, I'm King of Pentacles. Why do I keep saying King of Wands? The King of Pentacles is a boss, basically a person that's very financially stable. And not only are they financially stable, but their stability covers a group of people, right? So they take care of others with what they have, because this is either a boss, a father, the head of a family, the head of a business, and they have people under them. My God, that they're trying to take care of, right? So I see that you're looking for what is the path to get to this financial stability. You've gone basically in a strange order, because the Three of Wands was first, which is usually when you've already selected your path. Then the Four of Wands came, which is finding that stability, that balance, that strong foundation within that path. And then came the Two of Wands. And so it's kind of like you started to build and then change your mind. And that really does resonate with this Two of Pentacles, because the Two of Pentacles is all about like not being able to make up your mind, going back and forth with these pentacles, which, like I'm saying, this is about work. This is about money, going back and forth with how you're going to get this money, how you're going to become this King of Pentacles, how you're going to cover the people in your family financially. So let's see what else we can get out of this. Okay. Magician. And that's exactly what it is. That is exactly your answer. The Magician. You have all these tools, right? You have the ability to create, to manifest with the magic that you have. You have the tools, right? But you have to have the belief in yourself. That's the only thing that's missing here. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting here. Tell me more about this situation for Capricorn. Oh, Ace of Swords. Truth. Facing the truth. Cutting through the bullshit. Cutting through the lies. Facing yourself and where you are, why you stay in this and in this. Why? You have Queen of Pentacles here. And remember, we had King of Pentacles at the bottom. So it's like this goal that you have for yourself, this is feasible. Because we've seen both the male and female bosses making money. That's how we started, right? Queen of Pentacles was the first card out. So like, this is meant for you, right? But in order to attain this stability, you have to kind of like pick an idea and stick with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like, you find something, you found a little bit of stability in it, but now you're backtracking. And now you're changing your mind or trying something new. Or let me keep going. I feel like there's more here. And there's that Nine of Swords. The stress keeping you up at night. How am I going to do this? How am I going to become this boss? How am I going to make this money that I need? Right? The thoughts are overwhelming you. And I feel like what this is telling you, because with that Ace of Swords, you got 10 swords here, right? Which means you're down for the count. We got the Chariot. Your thoughts are what's hindering you here. See, and that I can't remember if I said this, but I know I was thinking it. So if I say it again, I'm sorry. But the thoughts are what's hindering you, right? That's why you're getting so many wands, because the universe, the divine, and your ancestors and spirit guides are calling you to take action, right? Because it feels like the thoughts are overwhelming you. So when you have too many thoughts, you have to get out of your head and you have to move. And we just happen to get the Chariot card right after that, which is get out of your head. You got the protection and balance, right? You're protected in God's armor. The Chariot is a person that is coming out of battle a victor, or going into battle with the protection of the divine, right? With the vestments of the divine, right? That protective armor, and with the balance. And she's got a wand, which they don't always have a wand in the Chariot card, but this is showing you she has a wand. And the Chariot is about moving forward. Nothing stops this Chariot, right? This is like, think of it as like the Chariot of the gods. Who's going to stop it? No one. This is the kind of energy that you need in order to move forward. You have to be willing to move forward and not let anything stop you, no matter what it is. That's the only way you're going to get to this. And it looks like you're moving away from the city. In this image, you're moving away from the city. So everything here has meaning. Let's get some more on this for Capricorn. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be willing to go head on, not let anything stop you in gaining this 10 of Pentacles. And I know that this is what you're after. Generational wealth, being able to take care of your family, of your kingdom. Like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, being able to have this generational wealth, right? Being able to protect, care for, and provide for everyone within your scope, right? All the people that you care and love, being able to take care of them, being able to protect them, old people, family, pets, young people. And I know that's what you're after right now. All right, tell me more about how Capricorn is going to get this. Tell me where they need to go. Okay, we got a couple. We got the 7 of Wands and the Lovers card. And what this feels like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you. I'm not sure if this is bad news for you or not, but this feels like you need to be protective against relationships. Against, I don't know if it's possibly one person that's kind of like getting in the middle of your progress here, or if it's just the opposite sex in general, or whatever gender you're into. That's none of my business. So whatever person you're into, kind of telling you, protect yourself from the people that may come into your life, right? Because this is hindering you getting to your 10 of Pentacles. Because if you notice here, we started with a Queen of Pentacles. So we could kind of go with the assumption that this is having to do with a feminine energy, right? And if you notice here, I can't show everything. I'm going to try to block what I can. But if you notice on the feminine side, there's fruit, right? There's fruit, which signifies abundance, right? But if you look on the man's side, you've got fire, right? Which is about action. So, and then we've got the angel here, which is what I'm getting. The message I'm getting is like this angel is trying to tell you, and I didn't see this when I first looked at this. This angel is trying to tell you that you need to embody both. You got to use that fire, right? On the masculine side. And you have to embody this abundance on the feminine side. That angel is trying to get you to bring your sides together. You have to bring this together within yourself. And just like the way the angel is doing this, it's like it's within yourself that these two sides need to come together. And see, these people are on the opposite. They're like in the garden. In the same way that you had the city behind you. In this image, the city is ahead of you. So it's kind of like stepping away and embodying the things within nature, right? The forces that you have within yourself, like that fire that's in the wands that allow you to create, the passion, the inspiration, the ideas that allow you to create, but also the abundance, the intelligence that's within you that helps you create what you need. I'm going to try to find out more about the Seven of Wands, but I do feel that this is about more focusing inward, right? And if it's not, if you have to, if you're not able to focus inward without doing this, then it's what it is. This is telling you to protect yourself. And the issue is they came out together with the Lovers. So it feels like protecting yourself from lovers, right? I'm not sure if this has to do with like it doesn't feel like this is anything about toxicity. This is about money. This is about your generational wealth and protecting what you have. So possibly you have something, or you have people, you possibly have a lot financially. And we know that because you came out as the Queen of Pentacles, right? And protecting yourself from people who may be trying to use you or trying to take that from you. We got Page of Pentacles, right? Which is an offer, someone offering you a pentacle. But this is a young energy. And for it to come out after the Lovers and after the Seven of Wands, I wouldn't trust it. This is a person that is possibly younger. This is possibly a message. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles. I'm not seeing where it ties in here, okay? Eight of Swords. Okay, this is about an offer that's got you tied up in your head. I can't tell what type of offer this is, but with it being a pentacle, it feels like it has to do with work or some type of financial opportunity, right? And possibly you're in your head about this. There might be some type of feeling surrounding this because we got a puddle of water there, which represents like emotions. And this is a person that's like tied up, and it makes sense, but it's tied up mentally, right? And it just so happens it's under the Ace of Swords. So this is like telling you, you got to cut yourself out of this. You know what I mean? All this thinking. You have to move from a state of thinking to a state of doing, right? Action is what's being called for here. Tell me more about this situation with the Eight of Swords. Oh. We got Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. Okay. So Knight of Cups is basically a romantic offer, someone coming in, a caring person to offer you something. But here's the issue, right? They're coming in with this emotional offer, but then what came out with it is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is about someone winning at all costs, right? Defeating you. And possibly these offers are coming because these people, whether these are two different people with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, these could be two people coming in that are trying to defeat you. And this is why you're being called to protect yourself. Because it's no coincidence that we got Seven of Wands protection and then Five of Swords at the end of this row. So, like, you're being called to protect yourself from these lovers. There's no other way for me to put this. This is exactly how it came out. You need to protect yourself specifically from these two lovers. We're looking at earth sign and water signs. So, we're looking at Capricorn. Oh my God. Uh, I can't right now. Like, my mind is going blank. But earth signs, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh, I can't think of it right now. I'm sorry. I'm like a little sick and it's, I think, affecting my memory. But either way, it looks like we have a younger earth sign that you might be dealing with. And then we might also have I would say a bit older, Knight of Cups. Hmm. It feels like one is from your past and one isn't. It feels like one of these energies is a new offer and the other one could be an offer that's coming back. Because when we think of the Knight of Cups, the knights are peoples that come and go, right? So this Knight of Cups feels like it's someone who's from your past and now they're returning and offering you a cup. But they're directly next to this Five of Swords. And I'm not saying that they're the only one in the Five of Swords because I do feel like both energies are trying to defeat you in a way. I'm not saying that it's defeat you like to hurt you, but it feels like overpowering energy, or basically like, especially this Knight of Cups that's coming back, kind of like they want to win, which means I don't know if you turn them away, if that's what the case is, but it feels like they want to win in this scenario. So you got to be very careful. And I would say stay protective, protect your heart, protect yourself, just the way that the Lover's card is like this. Protect this. This is the most important thing that you have here. This, your heart. You know what I mean? Because when someone affects your heart, you in turn start to affect others. So we got to be very careful and very protective. Let's get a final message for you. Tell me what's the last thing they need to know. I think one flipped over. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, tell me the last thing they need to know. The Sun. Happiness is coming. Happiness is coming. And like that red flag, I didn't even think. That red flag is just drawing my attention to the root chakra, right? That has to do all with your foundation. And with this child here, the happiness, what is it within you that brings you that happiness? What inspired you as a child? You know what I mean? What brought that sunshine out of your heart, right? What is it that did that? Draw attention to that red flags. Red flags are what? Warnings, right? So this red flag is warning you. You need to look at the things in your past. You need to look at what brought you joy as a child. What in your innocence made you happy? What did you feel would bring this happiness, this abundance, this sunshine in your life? What was it? And maybe that's what you need to focus in on. And that's what's going to bring in what you're looking for, right? I feel like I have to pull another card, so I'm going to do it. We got quite a few cards. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck again, because this is where you're headed. This is where you're headed. And look, right underneath, you got options. You got Seven of Cups, options that are going to bring in this money, or multiple streams of income. Different things that are going to get you here where you need to be. What's next? Thinking, contemplating, taking the time to rest and really focus. Meditation. Really think about what's going to bring this in for you. Decide which way to go. And investing. Investing in yourself, investing in your ideas, and watching them grow. Being patient enough to watch these things grow and not run and change your mind. Because remember, we went from the 3 to the 4, then back to the 2 of Wands. So you started to build, boom, I don't know if you gave up, you ran out of patience, and then started over again. This is telling you, invest in yourself and be patient. Be patient. Especially it coming with the 4 of Swords, which is all about resting, taking time. So this is about investing in yourself, being patient, watching this grow in multiple streams. So planting different seeds. You see that? There's not only one plant there. There's 2 plants. And this is exactly like what the 7 of Cups is saying. There's more than one plant. You need to invest in more than one place, right? In order to get where you're going, you're going to need to invest in more than one place. So the money has to come from separate sources. So that's what you need to focus on. Creating different sources of income. That's what's going to get you to this King of Pentacles that you're trying to get to. I'm just going to glance at these. I don't feel like they really kind of go with this. We got the Hanged One, changing your perspective. Ace of Wands, taking up that wand. And let's go. This is what the universe is telling you. Take that wand up and let's go. You at the 2 of Wands. The other, if you see, we didn't pull those other ones because they didn't come out. They were shown, but they did not come out in the reading. The only one that actually came out is the 2 of Wands. But you got an Ace of Wands and a 2 of Wands. What's that? 3 wands. That's deciding on your path and moving. So this is telling you, you need to get that passion, get that inspiration. You need to get moving. You got to take that wand up and move with it. Get to work. We got happily working here. And remember, we talked about this with the Sun. What was it that interested you as a child? What kind of made you feel positive and happy? Work towards that. And you got to stay focused. Stay focused, stay in the game, keep working. This is about building, perfecting your skill, and building with it. And moving away. Moving away from the things that aren't working for you, right? From this energy, this back and forth energy, this unsure. You need to get away from that. Your spirit guide is trying to show you a better way. Take you to calm waters, right? And again, we don't have the city here. This is away from the city. This is the calmness. If you see, you're going into the calm waters, right? You're being guided by your spirit guides, by the divine, by the universe, into the path where you need to go. So we need to be really meditating a lot and listening to what our guides are trying to tell us and show us. Because sometimes they know we can't hear. They know we're not paying attention sometimes. So things are going to happen in the natural world, in this physical world. You will get messages in the physical world. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you see, what you hear, what attracts your eyes. Because these are things that are going to give you hints to kind of get you in that space, to get you moving. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are finding the things that you need so you can have this generational wealth and you can be this king of Pentacles, male or female, doesn't matter, because we can all be kings, right? Love y'all. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.